This is the grid that the Bombers call home.
You're throwing the tee in the ground. If your hand's not shaking, there's something wrong.
I'm in my element, it's evident that there's levels to the game. I'm in my element, flow is like water, I'm forced to a fire, I'm feeling like gold. Gotta stay grounded, stay down to earth, following God, and you grinding, you do as you told. I don't work to make you like me, but I'm front and center, word to Spike Lee. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element, yeah. I'm in my element.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Kingsport, Tennessee. We're going to be back on the Golf Channel. Hattie, Alexis Belton, this way.
Bobby,
Bradley, Martin Borgmeyer, in slot number one, world number one, going up against another world champion, Maurice Allen. I'm excited. Like, if Maurice, gets the final eight, he's got a chance to wear three more outfits.
3 more outfits, 3 more shoes. It's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of energy when you have people like Martin, Maurice,
a lot of personality on the tee box.
A lot of personality.
A lot of success on the tee box as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good word yesterday, success.
It was. It's the trending.
It is trending.
Trending on Twitter. I mean X.
But 8 guys have advanced already early this morning. We have 64 hitters entering battle in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Beautiful
32
Kingsport.
are going to advance till tomorrow. So Group 3 will start at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Group 4 will be at 2:30. And then we will have the ladies getting after it. 16 ladies will enter battle, and only one will survive tomorrow.
Only one will survive. But right now, Martin Borgmeyer putting a big one in play at 219 ball speed. He's switching up the clubs because he's going for more speed.
369. Flags are moving slightly left to right.
Yep.
But I just spoke to Brandon Flynn, who did advance. He said that he saw 2 golf balls out of 30, and I asked him why he didn't wear glasses, and we talked about it earlier. Just that depth perception is off, just a little bit if you're not accustomed. Look at Borgmeyer, 224.
Hyping it up.
Yeah, he probably went to a lighter setup once he got a ball in play, and that was a huge number for Martin right to start off. Obviously, he's got plenty of gas in the tank. His fastest ball hit this year in a speed session was 239.3.
Without a doubt. He is in the zone, giving us his shoulder tap. I love the ball flight.
Can't see it.
A nice
He likes it, though.
right to left.
So, yeah, obviously I think the sun rises in the east. This is a west to east grid, and at 8 o'clock in the morning, they were looking directly into the sun.
Yeah.
So it was a struggle.
And Martin's hitting a yellow ball, so still it's kind of bright out there. He's going to struggle seeing some of the shots. But Maurice Allen still looking to put a ball on the grid. He's down to his final ball right here.
Cam Swanson's last ball was in play.
Oh, Maurice looking that one down. Cam Swanson gets one in.
Looks like Mr. Borgmeyer is going to take down the set. That'll be 200 points. And, big wardrobe change here for Dwight Riddle. He went with the Tiger Woods shoes last tournament, but he is notorious for wearing the J's. He's back in the J's. Maurice Allen looks like he went OB. Cam Swanson's last ball based off of Flight Scope. And the Tracer, that one stayed in play. No.
Might have
OB.
had a bad kick there, but we saw a lot of OBs early today, and a lot of people still making it despite having 2 OB sets.
Very impressive start for Martin Borgmeyer. What I like to see was 224 right off the bat. He ended up hitting three golf balls with a different setup, and then goes to obviously a lighter setup and goes 224 right out of the blocks. Good start for Marty Borgie, 240, world number 1.
He is locked in. We've got 2 hitbomb.com on the tee box right now, starting in slot number 1, Sam Judah, Bobby Ray, Sean Williams, and Spencer McDaniel.
Spencer, the host in Memphis. We'll give him a shout out. If you live in Memphis and you like to work out, go see Spencer McDaniel at ATC. 18 gyms. 18. He is the man. We got Bobby Ray here in slot number 2, wearing his prototypical sleeveless shirt.
Spencer qualified for World Championships in Memphis.
Yep. Spencer is the man. He's been around a long time. Great dude. And like I said, in Memphis, he is the host for, it used to be called the Bluff City Shootout.
It did. That's right.
Sam Judah, slot number 1.
Had him in the booth yesterday. A lot
He's
of
not
fun.
funny at all. He's not funny at all.
No, Bobby Ray was giving us some commentary down by the grid, letting us know we kind of struggle having sight here because we've kind of got this mesh thing in front of us. And so he was telling us how the wind was, what the players' reactions were. It was really nice to have him down there on the tee.
I really like this slot here for Sam Judah, a guy that hits a little left to right. Looks like he's actually aiming out a little right now, hitting that pull. Bobby Ray on the range yesterday was quicker. You know, he was 212, 214 top end speed on the range. So he found a few mile per hour over the last couple weeks working on his mechanics. He's
that one looks good there.
212.9. Good ball here from Bobby Ray. Little tight draw.
Right down the middle
spin.
there.
360. This one will probably improve. The wind is still a little left to right, but not much. Bobby Ray at 359. Spencer McDaniel, slot number 4.
Yeah, you know, we have the opportunity to get feedback from Flight Scope, which has been amazing, but there's nothing better than getting feedback from the players, kind of like when we had Bobby Ray down there. Hearing about the conditions, where to hit it. I mean, you were just talking about earlier with Brandon Flynn, giving you kind of the insight of why he chose not to wear sunshades, right?
And you know, having coaches and people behind, you'll see them. They'll snap that neck back after they hit, and they're like, where did it go? Where'd it go? You know? So I'm liking Bobby Ray here. 215. He's a different animal now.
He's locked in.
This is a good ball flight from him, right to left. Very similar profile to Martin Borgmeyer that went 369. 374. Martin ended up going 374. So he improved.
He has. He's pumping up the crowd right now. He wants all the energy, and we're just on set number 1. Sam Judah straightens that out just a tad bit, you know, kind of decreases the movement on the ball. He's going to hit some bombs.
I like it. Bobby Ray, he's got the look right now. He's locked in. I like how he just puts the clubs back in the bag. I like that. It's bringing back to the old TV days.
Oh, yeah. When you're done, you make your point, your statement right there. Looks like Sean Williams. Look at that. Josh Koch.
You got Koch,
Ryan
Costello. Yeah. Sarah there as well. Cragnall will be hitting later today. A man who is very, very fast.
Very fast, very fast. Sean Williams got the last ball in.
Bobby Ray currently looks like he's going to take down the set at 373. Sam Judah 359. Spencer McDaniel 345. 335 from Sean Williams. So points on the board with Bobby Ray. Looking good here to start off this lovely Sunday in Kingsport, Tennessee.
And we are back. Off to the States, we just saw our new world amateur champion walk in, Andrew Eigner, who will be here later today.
Reid Russell, Wes Patterson, Andy Fernandez, Patrick Raber. It is a state game, not a home game, because we found out for Wes Patterson from Memphis, just like Will Hogue.
Memphis, does Memphis have the best barbecue, yes or no?
We're in the state of Tennessee. I'm going to say yes. You know, we go over to North Carolina. You say that, then we go to Texas. And
I don't know about North Carolina, honestly.
Yeah, Texas. I mean, it's Texas and
that like
and
mustard
Tennessee.
Barbecue sauce or vinegar or something. I can't do it, but it's good.
They always say everything's bigger and better in Texas, but Tennessee, they
Whoa, this guy.
This
Andrew
guy.
Eigner walking in, got the belt on. What a statement. What a statement.
The question is what did you do last night?
To prepare for the Open Division.
Don't know if we can say it on air.
Well, it's all over the internet now. The best was just like your face after first couple words that came out of your mouth. Excitement.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Absolutely.
Hard to control your emotions.
Very much.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, you sat in the booth with us beforehand and just talked about kind of where your head was, your process was, not too worried. You're never too worried about who's on the stage with you. And you proved that. You had a lot of last balls. What was going through your mind as you stepped up there knowing that you had to hit for semifinals and finals the last ball to advance and to win?
Yeah. So, I mean, for anyone, no matter where you're at, like that's a very tough thing to face. But for me, I've just practiced it so much. I do a lot of visualization and training. And so I just picked my spot. I was so focused on it, and I don't know. I wouldn't say I was nervous in the moment. I just kind of had a high level of confidence that I was going to achieve the outcome I wanted, and I just did what I could to make it happen, and was fortunate to get the result I needed. So.
Do you have any like superstition things that you do before every event or set?
No, I don't think so. Maybe just warming up, and well, actually I forgot about my interview. So.
Oh, your interview was phenomenal. It really was. Reid Russell takes down the set 359. But, Andrew Eigner, 4 wins this year, including a world championship, and so far the best interview of the year.
Awesome.
So, I mean, you've set the bar really high. You went from being the professional amateur, but now you're going to be the amateur professional. So your nickname is going to switch. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel great about the result, but I've really come to love the professional amateur. So hopefully you call me that every once in a while.
It's good. No, it's well deserved.
What are your thoughts heading into these next events as a professional?
Well, I'm going to get faster. We're going to put on some speed in the next couple weeks. I have some good goals there, and then just got to continue hitting good balls because it's not a ball speed contest, but that definitely helps you stay competitive when you have so many guys who are moving it so fast.
Well, you need to watch the video of Muhammad Ali and what he did to train for fights and what he did. He went to bed at 9 o'clock and he stayed away from the nightclubs and the girls. All right?
I'll take a page out of his book.
There you go. All right, you got to think like a fighter. And you did. You fought. I mean, what you did in the semifinals and finals is you put yourself, behind the 8 ball and you delivered in crunch time. And you did that in Utah as well. You were 0 for 5 in the finals in Utah, and then bang, 383, got the W. So yeah, you're good when it matters, really good when it matters.
Yeah. I don't have much explanation for it other than experience, and then just focusing on what you can control. Because I think a lot of times when I was earlier in the sport, I'd worry about what others were doing or doubt myself there, and I've kind of learned to do otherwise.
Without a doubt, we saw you celebrating with some of your competitors out there because we know it's kind of like a family. One of those being Bud, who's on the tee right now. What are you looking forward to seeing out of him as he could possibly have another Cinderella story for this event?
Absolutely. He's definitely the person who could have a Cinderella story. I mean, he was hitting it a lot better on the range than he was hitting it yesterday, and so he was telling me about that. But here, I mean, 200 ball speed, I'm imagining that's a miss hit for him because I've seen him, eclipse 210 miles an hour. But I think if he just continues to focus on hitting the center of the face and hit good flighted balls out there, he'll have no problem advancing. I believe in him. Speaking
of a 2-time amateur world champion, you got Scotty Pearman here in slot number 1. He's got 2 world championships and a guy that's one of the favorites to make a Final 8 on the Golf Channel. And Scotty's got his family here. He's got Xander, purple for preemies. He's got the purple hat going, and that arrow shooting down the grid.
He and Xander are actually kind of matching today. It's super cute.
It is. Kid's a stud.
Yeah, we've had a lot of players. I mean, we just talked about Scotty, who was very successful, very, very successful as an amateur, and Kyle Gabbard, who won last year. Have you taken any notes or talked to them as you prepare to kind of be in the positions that they're in?
Absolutely. I mean, throughout the years I've competed in the sport, I've talked to a lot of people and kind of picked up little bits here and there. Scotty definitely being one of them, and also Kyle. So it's been, cool to see Scotty win 2 championships. Kind of not something I'm going to do, just going pro now. So 2 amateur championships. But, Scotty's an amazing competitor. Fierce, and then off the grid, just one of the nicest guys out there.
without a doubt. And I think that one might hold on. We don't know yet, but an OB set for Scotty doesn't mean anything. Thank you so much, Andrew, for being in the booth. Congratulations. What a year. Phenomenal year.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really incredible what you guys do. Appreciate World Long Drive for putting on such great events, and I'm excited for this sport to grow and take off. So
we'll see you in Oceanside.
Awesome. Can't wait. Thank you.
Martin Borgmeyer, Bobby Ray, Reid Russell, Bud Eigner get wins in their first set. This is group number 2. 8 men have already advanced to the round of 32 tomorrow. And we have 32 more hitters coming up here starting at 12:30 and 2:30, and then the ladies will be hitting
There
at
he
4:30.
is right there. Maurice Allen, locked and loaded. He's super focused right now.
2018 world champ, won in WinStar World Casino. Maurice has wins all over the world.
You see that mouth guard that helps kind of relieve some of the tension.
Yep.
Kind of a Steph Curry
I
thing.
mean, I'd love to know how many wins he has all over the world.
Without a doubt.
It's got to be, 30, 40. Maurice can give us that exact answer, pretty sure.
And look at that. He's starting out well. If that hangs
207.
on.
I like that 207 ball from Maurice. He was climbing up the speed chart as well. Showing, talked to him in Utah, and he was starting to creep up there as far as, ball speed. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Just like a lot of even the ladies took 4 years off, from competing. He came out last year, made a semifinal, came in third in Mesquite in a PLDA event. Maurice is a great competitor, and a guy that put a lot of eyeballs on this sport when we were on the Golf Channel.
Without a doubt. Great for the growth of the game. Sam Judah, another one great for growing the game. I always say you got to go check out his
Turbo
Instagram.
Daily ones.
Yeah, Turbo Daily. He and Martin and all the guys having some great content in the lead right now at 369.
Look at them shoes. Maurice's shoes are sick. Those are awesome. It always comes down to like him and Galladay and his best dressed.
You wouldn't throw Bobby Ray in there. I think Bobby Ray's in
Bobby
there.
Ray, yeah, no, yeah, and Isaiah Joyner's always like
Isaiah
the cleanest.
Joyner, yeah, he's really sharp.
Yep.
We had our local gentleman in the amateur division.
No, the kid that came in, was it Chance or something like that? Like literally
Chance.
like Chance Wallace.
Loved his style.
Absolutely. He literally came out of like the pro shop. It's like, hey, we need an extra spot. Do you want to hit? And he's like, sure.
Say less. I'll show up, and he did show up for sure.
So Maurice just off just a tad. I really like that ball that he hit down that left side at 207. Just needs to straighten it out here.
Wes Patterson with the nugget.
Yep. I said Wes being yesterday was two plus 20,000 on 100. Maurice with the ball right down the middle as well. He's going to have a number on the board. Wes is at 361. Sam Jude is at 369.
We love
Matthew
to see it.
Kindo is at 351. So Maurice
Everybody
347.
on the board. That one's going to fade out to the right just a little bit. But Wes Patterson, 361. Sam Judah taking it down at 369.
That'll put Sam at 300 points, which will get him to settle in. And wouldn't be surprised to see Mr. Judah, fighting for a top 8 spot here and getting on the Golf Channel. Once again, we've had a 4-year hiatus, but we'll be back on national television here at 8 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time. The ladies will go off at 8. The Open Division will go off at 9.
And it's going to be a show.
You're going to be on TV. You're going to be famous.
No.
You're going to be so famous.
Yeah. I'm trying to be like you, Bobby. That's
You're
the
going to need
goal.
a bodyguard.
Hey, we both had him coming in today.
Yeah, plenty.
Every
Police escort.
every competitor has the escort.
Yep. I took a helicopter from the hotel, which is about 40 feet away to here.
Yeah.
Landed right on top of the of the press box.
WLD and the
Yeah.
logo is out in the grid.
Gambling is now open here, which is really cool. And if you're in Colorado, Arizona, Wyoming, and Tennessee, you can lay some action. You can win some money on a Sunday.
Yes, you can. We've got Bud, who took a win in the first set.
Absolutely.
He's going to be competing against Bobby Ray, who also took a win. Reid Russell and Cam Swanson.
Yep. Cam Swanson came into the sport 2000, probably 15-ish. Like, yeah, he's been around for a little while, and he ran really deep in a world championship back in the day as well. So let's take a peek at Cam Swanson. What do we got on him? Cam Swanson. He's been to 3 events so far this year. First set at the World Championships last year, he beat Justin James en route to winning the set. So he beat the favorite. Cam Swanson did. Justin James coming in at plus 500 or 400 now. The lines have shifted.
He's had an incredible year. Bobby Ray.
So Bobby Ray with a ton of confidence coming out after set number 1. I'm liking the ball speed from Bobby. So the fact that he went 215 early tells me that, you know, those adjustments that he's made over the last 2 weeks has helped him out.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his ball speed numbers have jumped. And look at that. That ball's on a string right there. Good ball here from Bobby Ray, 209.
Reid Russell putting some good balls in as well.
Reid hit the ball so good in Utah, too. I mean, Reid ended up winning in Utah back in 2022.
Yep.
And he's put himself in positions to win this year, finishing runner-up in Mesquite to start off the year. Bobby Ray 365, Reid Russell 367, Eigner without a number on the board as of right now.
And if you think Bobby looks familiar, especially when you tune into the TV, it's not going to be his first time on TV.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
he's the winner of a TV show called Paradise Hotel.
Yeah, won $250,000. Dumped the girl right on the spot. Ended it. It's either you date the girl and possibly marry her or take the $250,000. He took the $250,000.
Whew. So I guess they weren't in love?
She may have been in love with another guy, and he found out about it.
Ooh.
Plot twist.
Well, it was a win-win for him.
He had an insider, you know, an inside information. So, giving him all the dirt. But yeah, Bobby Ray is hilarious. Great guy, good family.
Played golf
good
at
friend.
University of Tampa.
Yep. So, Reid Russell's at 367, Bobby Ray's at 365, Cam Swanson 330, Bud Eigner at 328, which, yeah, he had a mole inside that gave him the dirt. Oh, yeah.
I need to go binge
Rewatch
that.
it. No, he takes a ball and he just throws it on the ground, smashes it, celebrates, $250,000 richer, invested into Bitcoin when it was $3 and exited when it was at $66,000.
Look at that.
Bobby Ray is worth $3 billion, and I bet you he's betting on himself, but he can't. If you're a competitor, you cannot bet on yourself in the sport. If you're a member, you can't do it. But you know what? I bet you his family members are laying some odds on him right now.
Hey, if your family's not laying odds on you.
If they don't believe in you, who will? Reid Russell with 2 straight wins. He's got 400 points. Bobby Ray and Sam Judah at 300. It's early.
Yes, it is. We are just getting started.
This is set number 2 for group number 2. Dwight Riddle, Scotty Pearman, Spencer McDaniel, Andy Fernandez. Fernandez got last balled in Connecticut to make the final 16. So Andy's put himself in a couple opportunities to get to that round of 16, to get to those heads-up matches. Andy Fernandez with the ball right down the middle. Like this ball flight, it's high, it's long.
Yep, this is a big one for Scotty
All right,
Pearman as
363 over-under on Andy Fernandez, 363.
Under.
I'm going to say right on, 351, you won. We should have like bet dollars right now. You
We
and I,
should.
you know, trade
We
dollars
should
to
have
see
them
who's
come
up.
up on the screen.
Yep. Spencer McDaniel with a little slider here. This one looks like it's going to be in play. Scotty Pearman.
There we go.
After going OB, we saw a lot of OB and wins
Yeah.
in that last group.
And we've seen this from him before. He'll
Yeah.
he'll go OB set and lock in for the rest of the tournament.
He is wearing glasses, so I think that this will help him, you know, track the ball flight.
Yeah, along with Dwight Riddle.
Yep. Scotty Pearman in the lead safely at 373 to start off the set.
We've got a new DJ here this event, and it has been so good.
It's electric. It's electric.
Ooh.
Sitting in the booth, there's a lot of electronics going on.
There are.
If I had to guess, there's got to be at least 40 monitors in here, if not more than that. We're sitting next to the producers. M2, doing a heck of a job, gentlemen. Sitting right next to us. There they are.
The one and onlys.
If you could put a price on Lee's smile right now, that was $1 million smile.
He's always flashing
We're
it.
crushing it. We got to win some award, whether it's a Grammy, an Oscar.
Emmy,
We're winning something. We got to win.
SB.
We're definitely winning that.
All right.
So, but it's
Scotty
fun.
Pearman switched the clubs as soon as he got that first ball in the grid, and he's just going for it.
Dwight Riddle is in second currently. Riddle with 100 points. This would put him at 200 if nothing changes. Scotty Pearman, 212. Good ball here. Just a nice, smooth swing. So I'm guessing that he probably went, just based off the club speed and ball speed, he probably went to a heavier setup or maybe more stout of a setup. Because when you go OB, you know, a couple times, maybe, like when you're just getting into the tournament, sometimes that softer shaft is tougher, you know. So if you go a little bit more stout of a
Especially
setup,
we've talked about the
dispersion.
range in the
Yeah.
mornings. You know, you gotta.
You're
figuring it out out
the
here.
range is that turf is tough. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's slippery, it's slick, and these guys, you know, like I don't know if tennis shoes are better or golf shoes, but
It is. We'll be back right after this.
taking a peek at Martin Borgmeyer, world number 1. If you're putting some money up, you got to put it on Marty Borgie. 1,300 plus 1,300. Bet 100 on Marty Borgie, win 1,300 bucks. He looked really good that first set. 224 ball speed right out of the gates. Mr. Borgmeyer, the pride of Munich, Germany. He's been around. 2017 was his first year, but as they say, he looks the part, acts the part, plays the part. One of the nicest guys in the planet. Great family as well. His wife Ninja, son Joe. They came over here last year, hung out with Mr. DeChambeau for 6 months, and Martin taking down the 2022 World Championship. Said one of the best ambassadors the sport has ever had. Sitting in slot number 2 with a number on the board to start off, George Hegarty in 1, Patrick Rayburn in 3, Sean Williams in 4. We believe the first ball was in play from Martin Borgmeyer. But Sean Williams, 39-year-old stud from Chicago, born and raised in Illinois. You can tell, right away he's from, my family's from Chicago, so I knew he was from that neck of the woods just based off the accent. Still working on a number for Martin Borgmeyer, 367 on the board. He's off to a nice start. So this will wrap up the second round of hitters. Borgmeyer hit about 25 minutes ago. This is the longest stretch for him. I know we become very repetitive, but if you're tuning in for the first time, if you are the top-ranked hitter in the round robin, you hit in slot number 1 first, and then you have a nice wait until you hit your second set. So Borgmeyer in slot number 2 has had a little bit of time off, but throws a strike on that first ball at 367 yards.
Yeah, he's looking really good. And also, George Haggerty, as we say all the time, that hair.
Great
He's
hair.
giving us all the styles.
So he told me a pretty funny story yesterday. I was like, when'd you get in? He goes, well, I got in at like 2 o'clock, and it took me to some random place, and the cops like pulled him over because he seemed suspicious. Well, they had him go down this random road for the hotel, and he's like, I'm just trying to find my hotel, so they realized that he was lost.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think he would look good in that big shirt you had.
Borgmeyer, 382, improving on the longest ball of the day. 396, Martin Borgmeyer. He is in the saddle, riding the horse.
There he
and
goes.
Getting after it.
World number 1, right there, Martin Borgmeyer.
Looking good. That is a statement right now, and you can even bet on the longest drive. 96 yards from Martin Borgmeyer.
Eastman is driving change to show the world what's possible with recycling. Don't trash those plastic bottles. Put them in a recycling bin. Keep the course green both on and off the fairway and make every shot count. Learn more about Eastman Advanced Recycling at eastman.com/WLD.
And we are back. Maurice Allen in slot number 1. That one's turning back in. He's holding on, watching it. That's going to be close. George Haggerty hitting back-to-back. He was just in slot number 1, now slot number 4, or slot number 2. And Reid Russell's looking good. He's got a win-win. Anything he does here will pretty much have him secured as we move on. George Haggerty, if he wins this will put him in a good spot, moving from 10th somewhere up a little bit into that top 8. But Reid Russell, locked in, switching clubs here. Get a little bit more width, a little bit more distance. I wonder what this setup that he has in his hand looks like. There's absolutely no wind right now, and it is hot and steamy out there. It's funny. You'll watch these guys come off the tee box, and they are drenched. I mean, it is a workout, but it is also hot here. Reid Russell with the bullet, as well as Spencer McDaniel.
How many milligrams of coffee have we had today so far?
A ton.
It's running through our veins.
It is. We've had a long day. Reid Russell at 365. Spencer McDaniel climbed up a little bit at 358.
We get started early every day. I start looking at the notes at about 4 in the morning. You know, Elon sends us
the workout
updates.
At 2 a.m. I just missed Josh Koch. He was working out at 3 a.m. So, you know.
Yep. Elon, he's tough boss.
Bobby working out at 5.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I was reading since 4. Trying to remember everybody's names. Looks like Reid Russell's going to take down the set 365. Still waiting on a couple numbers from Maurice Allen.
Yeah, Maurice had I thought that last one stayed in. Looks like it just floated out on the right side.
Reid Russell 365 with 3 straight wins. You will see Reid Russell in the top 32, but Martin Borgmeyer making a statement. You think psychologically when you see that you're world number 1 and it's like he's like 5 or 6 favorite?
It does 2 things. It can do 2 things: build confidence or put a little pressure on you. And for him, he looks
loving it.
hella confident.
He does. He looks great.
Without a doubt. We've got a guest coming in right now.
The living legend. The living legend, Phyllis Meti.
The one, the only. I mean, multiple world champions. You smell really nice, by the way. Bug spray.
That bug spray smells delicious. All right, Phyllis Meti, how you feeling?
You know, it's hot outside.
How's the weather in like New Zealand right now? Obviously it's colder, but like, does it get really hot where you live?
No, it doesn't get as hot as this at all. We'd be lucky to see, say, 85.
But you're in Atlanta, so this is
this is kind of normal.
This is kind of normal, without a doubt.
Sweating through the armpits is normal.
We know that you're doing a lot of teaching, but you're also helping a couple of guys out here. What is it like, kind of giving some tips?
You know what? It's nerve-wracking because you know how special or how important it is for the hitters to do well. So all you want to do is give them at least the right direction so that they can follow down that pathway and improve.
Yeah. Do you get nervous watching them?
Always.
Yeah.
Always nerve-wracking.
More nervous watching than you are hitting?
I think so.
Yeah.
At least, you know, like I've got the club in my hand and I've got control of that.
Yeah.
When I watch the guys, it's just kind of like, ooh, please go in.
For sure, without a doubt. You've been here. You've been on this grid. You've helped me out to win on this grid.
Oh my gosh.
With your own clubs. What is it like coming back to this venue? It's I think one of the best that we get to hit on. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, one of the nicest grids that we've had before. Not saying that any of the other grids aren't that great, but you know, at least you can see where the ball lands and see it roll out. It's nice to have a great atmosphere back again, and you know, I think I'm just really looking forward to seeing the ball fly in the air.
Yeah, you've played a lot of golf, and this sets up as a golf hole. Is that an advantage for your eyes?
It does suit my eye, thank goodness. It's not a dog leg.
Well, we were saying yesterday, if you hit a hole-in-one, since, you know, that's the target is the flag, you win $100 million.
Oh, sounds good to me.
And you win every division.
Yeah.
You win.
It's 440.
Yeah.
440?
What's your 413?
I've got a bit of work to do.
Yeah.
You need a good gust of wind.
I need a huge gust of wind. And perhaps an actual sprinkler head.
So, yeah, three balls over 400 yards in competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's crazy. You know how, you'd know too, like, your best shots don't feel like anything.
Yeah, I mean, well.
They feel buttery, but they don't feel like you hit it that long.
I would just remember, like, back in the day, like, we would hit the crank drivers, and there was just, like, a certain feel that you would have with that ball or what have you, where the response to your hands was maybe, like, a little thuddy, and it didn't feel like, wow, I hit that. But just based off the experience, and you hit that, you have that weird feel like that ball's gone. You know, it's like more like high toe on those crank drivers back in the day. You know, and we saw that early on. You know, like you said, figuring out the golf ball, what modifications you had to make to the driver, and you know, you can see the guys making the adjustments now. This is event number 9, but these balls fly long, they fly straight, and we've seen some huge numbers.
Look at Scotty Pearman throwing it down on the last and final ball there. What do you think about his game?
Oof. You know what? He's come a long way, hasn't he? But he's a 2-time amateur world champion.
Yep.
He's earned his stripes up on the pro tour and quarterfinals in the last 4 events.
He is knocking on the door for a win.
That was a bomb right there. That's going to take down the set, no doubt. That ball was hammered.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, his son's down the front of the stand there, swinging his little stick.
I mean, he is swinging some of the best swings I've seen. Probably all event.
There you go.
They're fast, too. He's got, what is that, the little things that you hit together that make a noise?
Yeah.
He's like swinging and making
sticks.
some noise right there. Yeah, the boom sticks. Okay, so, you know, the Olympics is coming up. We've seen the trials for a lot of the track and field. What would it look like to have long drive as an Olympic event, especially on the women's side? I mean, our top 4 come from almost all areas of the world, and you to be able to represent your country. I mean, what would that look like and feel like?
You know, that would be incredible. I think we are on our way up there, but we still have a bit of work to do. We need to grow the game immensely. We need to get more countries taking part and having more qualifiers, not just, you know, in the United States, but all over the world. We're kicking off in Europe, which is awesome. We've got the odd down in Australia, New Zealand, which
Asia.
is super awesome. Asia's growing. So I think we're on the right track, but we just need to keep growing the game and, you know, keeping it fierce.
Yeah, it would be something really cool to see everyone represent their country's colors, you know,
Absolutely.
in the opening ceremony.
We'll ask you, you know, you have more world championships than I have fingers, I feel. The odds, like gambling, what do you like about, do you like it?
I mean, us being on the tee box is gambling, isn't it? Right?
It is.
But gambling for an outcome, I mean, that's the part of the entertainment of the game.
Yeah.
You know, and we need to have an entertainment factor to keep the sport alive. And
Yes.
it's not just alive on the tee box, but alive on the outside, so that we have a fan base, so that we have a following, and, you know, something that is creditable enough for people to bet on and, you know, actually have.
So when you see that you're not the favorite, how does that make you feel?
Ooh,
You know
Martin
what?
Borgmeyer real quick right here with the
Boom.
nugget.
Smashed it.
So we just talked about Martin, world number 1 is like 4th or 5th favorite. You, like, I mean, how does that motivate you? Like, I'm gonna show those people that are laying the odds. I'm gonna show them that they made a big mistake.
You know, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's whatever happens on the tee box at the time. And if I'm not the favorite at the time, you know what? I'll try my best to become one of them through my performance, and hopefully it'll allow people to make better choices next time.
There you go.
Well said.
There
I
you
think
go.
we got that same.
Or
kind
it
of
might be a
response.
gift. It might be a gift for the
It
people
might
that
be
are
a
in the
gift.
know. They were like,
It-
what? Like, she's not the favorite?
We heard that same response from Andrew Eigner, and that put him in a phenomenal position and headspace to take home the win.
Oh
I don't
my
know
gosh.
if you guys are doing the same routines in order to be successful, but he definitely has earned his win
Without a doubt. He's had a
Over this
couple of
year.
wins this season.
for
Um,
well, this being
This
his
is
fourth.
what's
Yep.
right. So he's had a couple of wins this season. He's done freaking awesome. He's put some great numbers out there. Sometimes longest ball. I know Connor also had longest ball of the day yesterday at 392, which was freaking awesome too.
Yeah.
And you know, he's just 17.
He's
He's got a long way
he's
to go.
such a pookie.
Isn't he
Yep.
nice?
Yeah,
He is,
nice
he
kid.
is. All right, I've got a question for you. I know you study a lot of different sports. You're familiar. I mean, you row as well. If you could switch places with an athlete in a different sport for a day, who would it be and why?
Oh. Way to put me on the spot.
I would say Michael Jordan.
You.
I'd be Michael Jordan.
Why?
Why not?
So you can wear more shoes.
Yeah.
I want to be able to win like 6, world championships.
Yeah.
Or even like for me, like I grew up South Florida, but my dad's from Daytona Beach, so like I grew up going to NASCAR races. So like Dale Earnhardt,
Yeah.
racing Daytona 500, when he won back in the day, that would have been pretty cool. To be
I think of like Serena Williams,
Yes.
right? But also Allison Felix.
She is something else.
fast.
She's so fast, and she's
Oh my
like
gosh.
she has not been valued well, right? And so like if she wasn't accepted somewhere, she created her own thing, like her own shoes and stuff like that.
She made it look easy too. Like she was like smooth fast, like ultra fast.
and it's been around forever. I'm
Yeah.
like every Olympics.
Yep. Like even like let's say smooth fast is like Martin Borgmeyer, beautiful swing and just like it puts up humongous numbers. Like he's got a really nice, effortless swing. I
Yeah.
mean occasionally you'll see the recoil, but Martin, he's got a great swing.
Got Katie Ledecky, swimmer.
Yes.
So who we got?
You know what? I am a huge fan of Lauren Bartlett. She's from Hawaii. She was in the K8 in the, I think it was the 08 Olympics. She's the freaking bomb. Now, I've seen this lady lift a canoe from the middle, and the canoe's like 130 kilos. It's at 260 pounds, but more than that from the middle of the canoe. She is a beast. But I love the water, and you know what? She's awesome.
I really enjoyed after Worlds. I think was that 2019, 2018. We went in Dallas. afterwards,
yeah.
and I got to experience that with you as we
That's
went.
right.
And you were kind of steering us.
Yep.
What were the yells? What were the cues again?
Oh, so you have like a cue for changing over in the outrigger, like a hop. It's just a normal. It's just a little like low-key call. Gets you changing over, and you've got some other calls to like push and go, up the power, up the speed, all those kinds of things. But you know what? The cool thing about canoeing is that it kind of just hits me on the route, and
It's hard.
it's it's hard.
so
It's a good
hard.
challenge, but you made it. What did we
Barely.
pedal? We pedaled about 6 or 7 miles, so you did great.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be super easy. It's a team event, and we've been talking with other players about what would it look like if we had team events out here. How would that fancy you?
I would be all for it. I think team events are awesome. They're unpredictable. And you know what? Sometimes the quiet hitters come out of their shell a little bit more, and they smack the crap out of the ball.
So it was me and Press Labrie when we were doing the team events at One Stop Power Shop in 2020, and that was my one win with Press. And I go, Press, listen, I can only carry at 335. You're gonna have to hit like 360 at least twice for us to even beat anybody. So we went up against Ryan Riesbeck and Will Hogue, one of them.
Oh my
Like Kyle
gosh.
was
My
there.
goodness.
So there was 8 teams, and we ended up winning. And Press Labrie just kept hitting it 360, and every single set I went 335. That was it. I went 335, but that was a lot of fun.
Press, I miss him. Where
I
is
know.
he?
That kid had a ton of speed too. He was a
my
220
gosh.
guy.
Missed
Absolutely.
a lot of faces definitely
Yeah.
are missed, and hopefully they'll come back out and
Hopefully
get
there's
back
enough
on the grid.
motivation to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, get some rest. You know, you hit here at 4:30. So we got Phyllis Meti in the booth, 3-time world long drive world champ, and won another world championship in the ALD, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's always just a joy to have you here in the booth. So appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having
Hey,
me.
The legend.
breathe while you're out there watching those boys.
I know. Oh my gosh.
All right, we'll finish up this round and be back after this.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
And we're back. It's always great to have the one and only Phyllis Meti here in the booth. She's out there coaching a couple of the guys. She's an excellent teacher. I've gotten a chance to hang out with some of her students out in Atlanta.
She wasn't lying. Like, I coached my son in T-ball, and I was nervous coaching 5-year-olds because you can't control anything.
You're like, CEO, come on.
You can lead them to water.
Very true right there.
You talk about being locked in. We played in the championships, and I was laser focused. And we always have these things that, you know, the whoops on a wrist or other thing. I burned like 1,100 calories at a T-ball game. Just the adrenaline was nuts.
Just watching.
We unrolled the team. We blew their doors off. Championship.
As expected.
Of course.
We've got Bobby Ray. I think he doesn't have any in right now, looking to put one in the grid. But Maurice Allen, first ball, 352.
If Maurice goes win-win, he would have 475 points. So he's not out of it. You know, so Maurice right now, he's at 75 points. But if he does take a win here, he would be at 275 going into the last set. So he has to go win-win. But it's possible. We've seen 375s get in yesterday. Like 375 got in.
We've seen some really, really interesting things happen all year. We've seen 375 get in. We've seen 500 get knocked out.
Bobby Ray, just impressed with him to get, start off this tournament. Struggled a little bit last tourney and had to get a last ball in play in order just to get into the round of 32. But right now he's safely in to tomorrow. Looks like he's got a ball in play down the left side.
That's all that matters here. We are starting the first set of set 4 for group number 2. Group number 3 starting later at 12:30. And number 4 at 2:30 p.m.
So Bobby Ray's got a number on the board. So, yeah, you can say if you have 525 or more, we haven't not seen 525 or more get in. So
yeah.
Bobby Ray will be off to day number 2. Reid Russell will be in as well with 3 straight wins. Barton Borgmeyer's got 400 points, and so does Sam Judah, along with Scotty Pearman.
Scotty's in a good position, but it would help out a lot if he just gets one in play. He's here on his final ball right here.
And those numbers are, definitely up for grabs. Maurice is improving at 359.
Here we go.
Huge win here for Maurice if he gets it done. Bobby Ray with a cut, 206 ball. A little bit of a miss hit, but yeah, it was 139. I mean, this profile
Scotty
doesn't look too
pointed
bad.
Down. They're both waiting and watching. Pearman and Allen.
Said Maurice has to get a win here to give him a shot. 357 for Maurice.
He's talking to that ball.
341.
Oh, just out. Maurice still in it. 359 takes down the set.
Huge win for Maurice Allen there.
Phyllis
You can see
out
it.
there, down there coaching and celebrating. I know she was nervous.
Taking a peek at the 2018 World Champion, Maurice Allen.
Again, these athletes jumping up and down.
So
those tees are expensive. I mean,
oh yeah.
I'd run down every time to pick them up.
I mean, Betfred has the over/under of $10,000 that Bud Widener spent on tornado tees and tee cloths.
I just wish there was a little stair because I'm nervous for one of them to kind of slip. Look at the crowd there. Beautiful faces.
There you go.
In this beautiful place of Kingsport, Tennessee.
Great food here, too. Good food.
Did you get the chicken and waffles for breakfast?
I did not. I'm trying to intermittent fast on this.
Oh, that's
on this
right.
Sunday.
I forgot. I spy a Gregnall.
Yep. Look at that stash. You can pick it out from anywhere. Gregnall with the best mustache in the sport currently.
Yeah. I think so.
You know who had a good mustache? The late great Mitch McDowell. I mean, that guy could grow out a mustache in probably 2 hours. He could freshly shave, and 2 hours later had a perfect goatee.
That's a talent.
Yep.
Reid
Looks like
Russell
Reid
putting
Russell.
one in.
Good
early.
start here. That one's perfectly struck golf ball from Reid Russell. Just smoothing it right now. Matthew Kindo in 1, Sean Williams in 2, Dwight Riddle in 3, Reid Russell in 4. Dwight Riddle is at 200 points. A win would be huge here for him. He would have 400 points. Sean Williams is at 150. Matthew Kindo's at 150 as well. So Reid Russell can play spoiler here with a win or put these guys in a tough spot to advance. But right now, Reid Russell, Bobby Ray, Patrick Raber, Martin Borgmeyer, Sam Judah, Scotty Pearman.
Pretty much locked in there.
Are 1 through 6. And Scotty Pearman has 2 wins and 2 OBs. Borgmeyer went OB his last set. But it looks like Patrick Raber, Bobby Ray, and Reid Russell are in. Matthew Kindo with a number on the board, only one so far, 337.
Bud Widener with the opportunity to go. I think he's got all of Kingsport, Tennessee.
They're rooting for him.
The whole world rooting for him. All right,
So
we're looking for some numbers on the grid right here as they are dwindled down to their last final balls.
I'm liking the numbers that Dwight Riddle is putting up right now. I mean, just got to put one in play here. I mean, he's sitting in and around 208 ball speed. Just a little bit of a miss here. So nothing on the board as of right now besides Matt Kindo. So
Reid
the
Russell
door's
on his
open.
last ball here. I mean, this is why I'm bringing out my 2-iron. Was it 270 is how far you have to get it?
We saw 260s yesterday put on the
amateur?
board. Yeah.
But for pro, I think it's 270.
Is it? Yeah. I know the grid
Bringing out
starts
my
at
5 wood.
Yeah. The grid starts at 230.
Oh, there we go. Final ball right there by Reid Russell. That might hang in there.
So could Sean Williams on this last ball sneak in?
I think he might have gotten that one in. Both of them are close. Sean Williams and Reid Russell on that final ball. We'll see here in a few seconds. As we wait for these numbers to get
Reid
confirmed.
Russell snuck in. Like I said, he could play spoiler at 360. So Reid Russell with 4 straight wins will have 800 points. You saw Jack Smith ended up winning his group 16 hitters. He looked great.
He looked really good. Let's look. Do we have the standings right now for the incentives? We'll take a look at it after this.
Come see and settle down in beautiful Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, where you can live, work, and play in a land of music, mountains, lakes, and friendly people. Work with us at Ballad Health, building a legacy of superior care in the Appalachian Highlands.
What are you looking forward to for this season?
I'm trying to get my ball speed up to 220 by Worlds. That's my goal. I hit 216.7, so that's my goal. I'm hoping to compete in a few events throughout the year. It's tough. I have a 10-month-old at home, so travel can be a little. Thank you. Travel can be a little tricky. So.
What is your longest drive pre-season, before this season?
I hit 427 in Denver back in 2017.
We are back. We've got Cam Swanson, Andy Fernandez, George Haggerty, and Sam Judah on the tee right now. Sam sitting in a comfortable position. I'd say he just needs to put one in play.
Put a couple of them in play here. And a win
Ooh,
from.
Look, that's a great view of the braids. Man, that looks good.
Yeah. Sam Judah with a 358 ball to start off. Longest ball so far from George Haggerty's 352.
With having one of the longest sets this year.
Yes, yeah, he's one of 4
Utah.
guys ever to go 400 yards with 6 straight golf balls.
And we got a really good energy pump out of him. He was like, yes.
I know he feels comfortable, Haggerty, with this the 45-inch setup, but he was putting up some big numbers in practice with a 48-inch shaft. I wonder, like, when he feels comfortable, like to go to a longer setup.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see him do it. I really, truly would.
I really liked, I like Brandon Flynn's approach in the last couple of events, where he takes that shorter club, kind of a little bit stiffer, hits a couple of inbounds, and then he switches up to that longer, lighter shaft and full throttle.
Look at Sam Judah. Look at that smile on his face. The pride of Alabama, pro ball player. Boom. Look at that.
Speed.
No,
look
at that. That's just a straight pull. He hammered that ball, by the way.
220.
I'm liking those numbers from Sam Judah. And, yes, the books are closed for betting as competition has started. Live lines to be determined. But these heads-up matches, you'll start gambling on the heads-up matches here sooner than later. I do like that as well with the guys in the tee box and gals in the tee box. So.
Yeah, this is definitely the first event, but there's going to be a lot more. We're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see it become better, more books, more everything, all down the line. This is going to be one of the staples of our sport.
George Haggerty has a ball coming down that right side that looks like it's in play. It is a miss hit at about 200 miles per hour. But once again, I'd love to see George Haggerty just go to a longer setup just for fun, just to see what happens, because he put up big numbers.
He's fast. I mean, but coming from someone that liked the 45-inch driver.
Yeah.
There's, I mean, if I compete, right, I'm gonna go 45-inch for the first 2-3 balls, and then go longer driver to kind of test that out. I think that's the perfect plan for him.
Yeah.
Because there's some comfort there, and you want to hit comfort, and he's fast with comfort. But then you also got to make that decision to kind of get a little bit uncomfortable and put up a big number with something else.
We watched Martin Borgmeyer switch
smile.
setups and go.
Look at that wink.
Sam's feeling it. He's got 700 points.
This is a fun group
He's
right
got
here.
600. So he's in. Reid Russell, Sam Judah, Bobby Ray, Patrick Raver. Borgmeyer just needs to, put a couple balls in play as well, and he should be safe. We got Spencer McDaniel, Bud Widener, Wes Patterson, and Martin Borgmeyer.
I would love to see Borgmeyer compete in one of these events with only a putter. What if it was only putters for everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They all have to use the same exact putter, though. Same length, same
You think?
loft. Yeah, just make it all the same. You have to. Just imagine if they made us hit just one setup the entire way. Like, that's the tournament. You have to hit a 48-inch.
I've always
whatever.
been a fan of that, to
Yeah.
be quite honest. I think it's, yeah. I've been a fan of that.
All right, right now, Wes Patterson takes, I mean, you know, he can come back and get 2 wins here. He's at 150 points, and he was someone that we talked about yesterday a bunch. Like, if you were going to put some money on it, $100, you know, at the time it was plus 20,000. You know, then it dropped down to 6,500, but Wes is a good bet. Borgmeyer, Obi Wright. I like the fact that Martin just looks very composed and smoothing it right now at 220.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is locked in.
Bud
Wes
Widener
Patterson.
is at 275, so he's got to put numbers on the board right now. Very important. And the grid's a little bit tighter. It's not 60 yards wide. So, you know, you're going to see more OB sets because those,
Yeah.
you know, 5 yards on either side, that's a big difference.
Here we go. Bud Widener set up there. Ooh.
He likes it.
He likes that one. That might be a good one.
It's right down the middle from Bud.
Martin on the board at 366.
All right, so Wes is going to have to center punch one here. Plenty fast enough. 213. I like this ball from Wes. This one's fighting down that left side. Might want to get that ball up just a little bit in the air. Wes is in slot number 3. He said he can get a win. He would be at 350 points and win the next set and have 550. Wes is from the great state of Tennessee. He's at 362. So, yeah, Wes just picks that height up just a tad.
Bobby, you're the only 10 I see.
Oh, there you go. We were waiting for it. Waiting
Ta-da.
for it. The ladies agree on that one as well. Thank you. Was waiting. You know. You must be from Memphis because you're the only 10 I see.
Martin looks like he's possibly switching up clubs here.
All right, so Wes Patterson is at 362. I guess, I said Wes would have 250. There we go. Looks like we're going to be on TV here in a minute on this lovely Sunday.
Ooh, Spencer McDaniel. That's a good ball right there.
Wes Patterson, big ball down that right side, 215.6. Let's see if that one stayed in play. It said OB. That was a big ball there from Wes. Martin improves to 372.
Whew, that recoil.
Mr. Borgmeyer looking good on day one.
Talking to the crowd, bringing the energy. That's what we like to see. Our world number 1, Martin Borgmeyer.
3 wins and a 396-yard rocket, the longest drive.
Look at that tan, that hat tan.
He looks nice and composed, and we always talk about it. When Martin is on television or his back's against the wall, he thrives on pressure.
Without a doubt.
Very entertaining.
All right. Reid Russell, Martin Borgmeyer, Sam Judah, Bobby Ray, Patrick Raber, all locked in to continue on.
And there is a log jam. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Like, everybody has a chance to get in.
Everybody has a chance. Wow, this is crazy.
What a huge win from, Maurice Allen. Like I said, he had 75 points after 3 sets, but gets a win. And he's giving himself a chance. He's giving himself a chance to wear 3 outfits tomorrow. Well, it'd be more than that, right? But TV rounds.
The beautiful faces of the crowd right there.
Everybody's wearing sunglasses for a reason. We're looking into the sun. So
Dead straight into the sun. It's getting toasty out here.
look at there, Mr. Pipes. T-Pipes up there in that top right. Now he's in the top left.
Got Drew there.
But look at the camera work
Drew
from M2. These guys,
I mean,
they're winning something.
look at that.
I don't know
how
what
they
award.
just panned straight
Look at this.
to Spencer. That was
This is
phenomenal.
artwork.
ATC Fitness
Oh, yeah.
representing.
18.
He's hitting back-to-back.
18 gyms throughout the Memphis area. Spencer McDaniel here in slot number 4. Spencer with a win would have 425. Matt Kendo would have 450. Patrick Raber is in. Cam Swanson is at 200. Said the guy that could play spoiler is Patrick Raber with a win. So
let's see.
So the guys that are on the outside looking in that are not hitting are hoping that Patrick Raber wins this set. It's a beautiful view, and we were talking to a couple of hitters. Like, some of them are looking, at the flags as their aim point, and then you got some guys that are like, I'm looking at that 4th window on the far right at the top, and I'm looking there, like to really just key in on looking at certain spots to try to hit the grid here.
There is a hole at the end of this grid at 440, and it's been said, if you have a hole in one, you take home everything. Everybody's prizes, everybody's money prizes, every belt, trophy, all yours.
Yep. You own the Olive Garden here, too, which was lovely.
Side, totally off topic here, but I saw a TikTok of a couple that took photos at Olive Garden, and it looked like they were just like in Italy somewhere.
That's funny.
That's the route to go right there. But we're looking for some balls to be put in play right here now.
There was one where a guy took a picture with a milk jug, but it made it look like he was looking out the window, but it was just a milk jug.
I love that.
All right, Patrick Raber has a number on the board. Matt Kendo's at 353, so he's currently in the lead, which would put him at 450 points. A huge win for Matt.
Patrick
and slot
with a
number
good
2.
one. His last ball was pretty good. We'll see what number that comes out to be.
Yeah, that looked decent. Little slider left to right. That was in play from Patrick Raber. I'm guessing it's going to be better than 311. Wow. Didn't expect that one. I didn't see the ball speed.
Spoiler.
Yeah, didn't see the ball speed. But Matt Kendo looks like he might sneak in here.
Right now, when you're hitting, you are literally you're creating your storyline. If you take a win, you have opportunity to be in or for a playoff.
There you go. Matt Kendo's going to have 450 points. Looking pretty darn good there.
We love it. Look at that energy. We've said it before, but we're sitting in the W and L right there at the top. You can see.
Oh, yeah. That sun's beating in here right now. We got Sean Williams, Andy Fernandez, Bud Widener, and Maurice Allen. Maurice Allen wins. He would have 475 points.
Bud Widener wins. It keeps him in.
Yep. Bud Widener's at 300 points.
We're going to zoom in here in a second. I mean, just in general, everyone has such a great shoe game. But Maurice Allen, I mean, Gucci, Adidas, it would be so much fun if they would sell like a limited edition for a few of the pairs that he has.
Absolutely. Those are sick.
Long drive.
He's got those are Grayson pants. I know that.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
And socks.
I got about 10 pair of those pants. He's got the Grayson shirt on.
Make them the official long drive shoes, limited edition.
This shows
designed by Maurice Allen.
He knows how to win, and he knows how to fight, and he was never out of it. 75 points after 3 sets. Takes the win in set number 4, and if he wins here, more than likely that'll put him in. He would have 475 points.
Yeah, I would love to see him take those hands a little bit out towards second base and let it fly.
That was it was a pull, though. There wasn't too much movement on that golf ball, so
Not
just
at all.
Square it up a little bit here.
Bud Widener, if he takes this win, he is locked in as well.
Yep. Andy Fernandez here, slot number 2. Sean Williams got a number on the board at 326. Bud Widener, 329. Maurice, a little bit of a pull. So if I'm Maurice, look at that, 210-6 from Maurice. Big ball there. So what he needs to do, if he takes the ball back in his stance a quarter of an inch, half inch, that ball is straighter. He's hitting it straight. He's in it dead straight right now. He's just in a pull. So just like he made a slight adjustment. This one's fighting down the right side for Maurice at 202. He's pointing like it's going OB.
Looks like that might sneak out there. If it's in, it's going to be a good ball.
I just want to hear Maurice yell. I know if he hits a good ball, like he's going to go nuts. There's no doubt in my mind if he wins this set.
There you go. He's on the board at
351. There you go. And he didn't even hit that one good because the it was 202. A little bit of a cut. There we go. Hold. 204 down that right side. I like the height in this golf ball. Spun it just a tad, 3,200. But he's still currently in the lead. Andy Fernandez looks.
And that's the hot spot down
Widener
there.
hit a good ball down this left side.
That's a really good one.
Widener hit a good ball, 204. It's a big ball for him, too, because if Bud wins, he's in. Did that one stay in play? Ball number 5 from Bud Widener.
I'm nervous. I like both of them a lot.
Maurice is significantly faster right now. Like, look at that, 208. Bud Widener's 5th ball, that's the one that we're looking at. I think that one potentially could be farther than 351. 347.
All right, here we go. Final balls right here.
Drum roll. Can Andy Fernandez improve right now to put more pressure on Maurice? This one's 201, floating out right. Looks like it's going to go OB. Maurice is going to have 475 points after this shot.
And he is into the next round. Look at that smile. We are going to have another outfit, another view of the shoes. Look at Xander in the back.
He just knows. He's like, I just got a gift. I love it, though. But that's the thing. There's a reason why he's a world champion. There's a reason why he has wins all over the world. He just keeps grinding through this tournament. And what I like to see from Maurice was the fact that he was putting up 210 ball speed. So he's there, and he wasn't off by much either. So those balls that he went OB left on, those were good shots. They just needed to make a little bit of an adjustment.
Just a tad bit there.
Maurice Allen's going to be in with 2 straight wins in rounds 4 and 5.
You said it. He just needs 2 wins, and he's in, and he knew what he had to do. He got it done.
Yep.
We'll see Maurice tomorrow.
Good work there. He fought.
All right, right now.
So Wes Patterson could tie Matt Kendo with a win. Bobby Ray is already in.
But could play spoiler. And he has been locked in all day.
Yep. The guy that we need to key on in right now is Wes Patterson in slot number 3. Bobby Ray off to a nice start with his tournament. His top end speed that I saw earlier today was 215, so he's looking faster. With the tie-dye hat and the cutoff sleeves, Robert Ray.
Loudmouth right there. The clothing brand.
Oh, yeah. Rocking the Jays. He ended up getting that at Glen Wild in Utah, the golf course that we were at.
Those shoes are sick.
Yes, they are. This one's fighting down that right side from
that
Bobby
one
Ray.
looks great. That's a great first start. I think if this is in, he might switch clubs after this shot right here.
So Hegarty has an outside chance at 400. He would be tied with Bud Widener, so they would need Scotty Pearman to go OB. But if Wes wins this, set, then the field would be set. Matt Kendo would be in. No, he wouldn't. No, you got Scotty Pearman still has to hit.
Wes is fast. He's moving fast. If he straightens that out, that's going to be
He's close.
Really good.
So Scotty Pearman takes second or better, he would be in. Potentially, if Wes doesn't win, Scotty Pearman just would have to get a ball in play. Patterson, 213. Big ball here from Wes Patterson. Right down the middle, little bit of a cut. That one looked like it stayed in the air for a while. This one's going to be better than 356. So Riddle and Bobby Ray are tied at 356. You know what? We haven't looked at the flags very much lately, and we haven't seen as big numbers. So the win might be slightly into the face, but not much. I think Wes's ball is going to be in the 60s. He hit a good ball. Yeah, had a little cut, riding out that left to right wind, 364. Good ball from Wes. He needs a win here, which would tie him with Matt Kendo.
Oh, Bobby Ray. That one's going to leak out to the left a bit, but that was a good ball.
Wes Patterson, slot number 3.
Needs the win. We don't have any numbers from
George Hegarty.
Hegarty.
Hegarty hit a good ball down that left side. And you know what? It looks like he's going to the longer setup. It really does. He made an adjustment, and then, you know, he put up bigger numbers. So he's significantly faster with that longer setup.
We love it.
Currently,
woo! Bobby Ray.
He likes it. It's high, too. This one's staying in the air.
213. That's a good one.
Yeah, Wes, last ball,
That's a
too.
nugget. Wes Patterson.
Does Bobby Ray
pointing it down
take the lead here, which would put Wes at 350, 370. Bobby Ray is in the lead right now. Wes Patterson's last ball was fighting down that left side at 209.
Look at there. There's Xander pointing to Daddy, who's about to be on the tee, giving a wave. What's up, Xander?
All right, so Scotty Pearman just has to hit a ball in play in this set, and he will advance. Matt Kendo will be locked in at 450 points, so he will make it in. So Scotty Pearman just needs to hit a ball in play. He's got 2 wins, but he has 2 OB sets as well. So right now, if I'm Scotty Pearman, I'm just focusing on, if I would say, like, you know, we haven't said all day, his prototypical ball flight is a high draw. If I was Scotty, I'm aiming at the right flags and just trying to hit a nice little tight draw and just throw a ball and play at like 345, 350. Just a charity, an exhibition swing right here.
Right here.
You know?
He's got his biggest fan watching from the stairs right behind him. This is going to be awesome. Matching purple for preemies.
Scotty knows what he needs to do.
Let's have his good luck charm. Xander.
Yep. So 7 guys are already in. Reid Russell, Bobby Ray, Martin Borgmeyer, Sam Judah, Patrick Raber, Maurice Allen, Matthew Kendo. And now it's either going to be Scotty Pearman or Bud Eigner. But if Scotty Pearman throws a strike here in the grid, he is in.
We always talk about purple for preemies and the importance of Xander being here. He was born at 24 weeks early. And Scotty does a lot of charity events, and a lot of what he does is also being an advocate for preemie babies. So Scotty Pearman.
He didn't see it.
Looking to put 1 in the grid.
Mr. Borgmeyer in slot number 4, going back-to-back in slot number 4. He ended up taking a win in his last set. So Martin's got 3 wins, did go OB in the third set, but he looked great. I mean, look at how smooth that swing is right now.
Ooh.
That ball was hammered, by the way. I love the height on that golf ball.
222 ball speed right there.
I would love to know how far that one went. That one might not have stayed in play, but Martin looks great today. He really does.
That was 440 right into the the hole.
Yep. It was pin high, 440.
I like that last ball by Sam Judah, too.
OB left from Scotty Pearman. Center punch golf ball, though, 214.5. Scotty applying some pressure on himself that he doesn't need, just needs to put a ball in play right now.
Borgmeyer likes that one.
218, 153, 2,500 spin.
If he's aiming at that right window, third up to the left of the building, he's dead on it.
Yeah, and I said, look at Sam Judah. He's relaxed. He's back, you know, after his, as he would say, terrible performance in Memphis, you know. But the good thing is, he said he's able to talk about it. Borgmeyer in the lead at 374. Scotty Pearman
just needs to get 1 in play.
Just has to get 1 in play. He's down to his last 2 balls.
I mean, gets 1 in play. He doesn't have to have a play off. Doesn't. He still has the opportunity. Oh.
He's down to his last ball. But, you know, Koch put himself in this position as well. Last group, and Koch ended up going from like the outside looking into, he finished 4th in points and won.
Woo! Martin Borgmeyer with a scream right there. Launched that one. Scotty Pearman about to hit his final ball.
He's gearing up for the TV rounds. He knows that the cameras are on him right now, so this is good promo work here for Martin.
Scotty Pearman.
Oh man,
he doesn't like it. We'll see if that hangs on.
Borgmeyer, 395. 2 longest balls of the day, 395 and 396. Scotty Pearman, don't know if that last ball stayed in play. It was fighting down that right side. He hit a good ball. drum roll. He's like, did it go out? So it looks like Scotty Pearman is going to go into a heads-up match against Bud Widener. It's our first playoff.
Scotty Pearman. Two of the best out here.
So we're going to have maybe a minute or two break here, but we're going to have to get Bud Widener back on the tee box. Hopefully Bud just didn't, pack up and go.
Yeah, that's what my hopes as well. But right now, who's locked in is Reid Russell, Bobby Ray, Martin Borgmeyer, Sam Judah, Patrick Graber, Maurice Allen, Matthew Kindo, Scotty Pearman, and Bud Widener are playing for a playoff. Scotty went OB, win-win, OB. And he still has a chance to make it in. Yeah.
No, it's Scotty hit the ball when he did hit it in play. He hit it really well. I mean, he got 2 straight wins.
Bud hit a ball in every single set that he was in. So this is going to be, we're waiting for Bud. He's walking up now.
Here we go, Bud Widener.
Waving to the fans there.
It looked like he stayed loose. He's still sweating.
It's hard not to stay loose out here. It's like, look at all the fans going in the stands.
We can't talk right now. We're sitting here.
We are in AC.
Oh.
Quite nice.
This is nice. We can get used to this, right?
Might be a request for next year.
Yeah, just put us up in the press box.
Scotty Pearman.
I want to see Scott get angry right now.
Oh,
get angry.
When he's locked in.
Look at that. He has a different demeanor right now. He looks mad. So Scotty's going to go here. He's going to go.
He can't even see the audience right now.
Yep.
Xander right there looking on. Here we go. If Scotty gets one in, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big number. I like that. That was my first time seeing him line himself up in a while.
Obi left. And he's hitting the ball really well, too. I mean, look at these ball speed numbers and club speed. Like, he's not missing the center of the face. He's just off by a little bit. And a lot of times, we said even with Andrew Eigner and Eddie Fernandez.
Bud Widener with the ball in.
Got a ball in play. Miss hit, though, at 187. It's a number, though. And right now, like I said, Scotty with 3 OB sets.
He just needs to slow it down just a tad.
I feel like he's struggling seeing that golf ball. It is. And that's really tough when you can't see that ball off the face.
I wonder if he took his sunshades off if it would help.
Yeah. So right now, Bud Widener looks like he has a number in play at 340.
340. It's something in the grid.
Well, he's aiming way out right. Scotty Pearman is making an adjustment where he goes way out right, and there he goes. He just hits a block. So he's trying to figure it out here. Say he's 0 for his last 15. And, odds would say he's due.
He is due.
I mean, really, truly. There he goes. Did he just switch shafts? He went to the purple shaft. Why not? Let's do it.
Oh.
This one's finally in play.
That was the play. 215 ball speed.
Look at this thing pushing out. Is the wind starting to rip a little bit left to right?
Just a hair.
That ball looked like it pushed out.
Wow.
Like you saw on the flight scope tracer, he hit a left to right draw, and that thing kind of just pushed back right.
It was a solid shot. He aims a little bit more of that left side. Oh, we're down to the last ball. Only one ball has been in the grid so far.
So
by
we have
Bud Widener.
Yeah, one of the best hitters on the planet right now. Just it's a big ball for him because Scotty's the type of guy that when he gets hot too, he can make a final 8 and he can get a win here too. Big.
He's fast.
Obi left. Wow. Bud
There
Widener's
it is.
going to
Bud
take it
Widener's
down.
story continues as he's moving on to the top 32.
So that's a big upset right there. Scotty, I feel for him, man. He hit the ball really good. Hit a lot of balls, in the center of the club face. He put up great numbers.
It did come together, but we will definitely see him at Oceanside at Worlds, and I promise you he's going to come back better than ever. This is not something we're not used to by Scotty Pearman. But Bud Widener on to the next round. We will be back at 12:30 for Open Division Group number 3.